Before starting Zowe, an instance directory must be created. This holds configuration launch parameters and is also where runtime logs are collected. Navigate to the runtime directories /bin folder and execute the script zowe configure instance.sh. The script takes a single named -c argument specifying the path location for where the instance directory should be created. In this video, we're going to place it in my home directory /zoe-instance. As the script executes, feedback is echoed to the terminal, showing its progress. When the script finishes, the message "Configure instance completed" will be shown. This lets you know the next two steps. The first is to check the instance.env file that contains the launch parameters. Having done that, the script zoe-start.sh can be used to start Zowe. Within the Unix shell, if you navigate to the instance directory, you can see the instance.env file. Edit this with any text editor such as ISPF or VI. For this video, we're going to be using the Zowe Explorer. Set the keystore _directory value to be the USS path containing the file zowe setup certificates.env. If you haven't already created this directory, check the documentation chapter on how to configure certificates. For this particular Zowe launch, I created a self-signed certificate in my home directory /zoe-keystore. Another parameter that will change for this launch is the zoe_prefix. This allows us to control the name of Zowe's started task, so adding a J means it'll be called ZWEJ1SV. To launch Zowe from USS, open a shell and execute the script zoe-start.sh in the -bin folder of the Zowe instance directory. This will echo the name of the started task, in our case ZWEJ1SV, together with the actual command used to start the proclib itself. To monitor progress of the Zowe started task, you can use STSF, although for this video we're going to use the jobs view in the Zowe Explorer using a filter of ZWEJ*. Check standard error for any messages. This should be empty in a clean launch. As the different components that make up Zowe are started, messages will be written to standard out. The message ZWEAM00I is written when each of API mediation layer's services have finished. Check for 4 of these. One for the caching service, the API catalog, the API gateway, and the API discovery service. In order to test Zowe, we'll need to know the gateway port number specified in the instance.env file, in our case 7554, as well as Zowe's hostname and IP address. From a web browser, type in the Zowe hostname or IP address together with the gateway port 8554. This will redirect to the URL for Zowe's desktop. Type in your TSO user ID and password. Test drive some of the Zowe applications, for example, the file editor. Verify you're able to connect to USS, browse directories, and open files. Likewise for datasets, entering a high-level qualifier. In our case, we're actually exploring some of the Zowe's sample PDS JCL members. Also, open the JES Explorer. The JES Explorer lets you specify owner, prefix, job ID and status to look at jobs, their spool files, and navigate their output. In our case, we can use Zowe Desktop to look at Zowe's started task itself. A popular desktop application with mainframers is the TN3270 emulator. From here, we can log on with our TSO user ID and password and use additional applications such as ISPF. So far, we've opened the desktop on its native 8554 port. Use 7554/UI/v1/clux to verify the mediation layer is able to host the Zowe desktop. Single sign-on means we won't have to log on again. Verify the file editor and other applications are still functional.